Good morning. Our world is full of different types of living organisms like plants, birds, animals, humans, insects, etc. Some organisms are very big, some are very small, some are too small that we cannot see with our naked eye. They can be seen under the microscope, so they are called microorganisms. So these microorganisms are present everywhere in the air, in soil, in water, etc. Even inside the bodies of animals and human beings. The study of microorganisms is called microbiology. The scientist who study the microorganisms is called microbiologist. We are going to learn about microorganisms, friend and foe. Let us learn about microorganisms, classification of microorganisms, useful microorganisms, harmful microorganisms, food preservation and nitrogen cycle. Microbes. Micros means small, bios means life. Let us learn general characteristics of microorganisms. A microorganism may occur as a single cell or a collection of cells. They may be unicellular or multicellular. Microorganisms are very small. These can be seen with a microscope. That is why they are called microorganisms. Microbes are found everywhere in the air, water, soil, ranging from ice cold climate to hot springs, from deserts to marshy lands. They can exist in extreme temperature and dryness by forming a hard outer covering called cyst. When conditions are favorable, they come out of the cyst and reproduce. Some microorganisms are harmful, some microorganisms are helpful to us. Microorganisms. Microorganisms are mainly classified into five groups: bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa and virus. Let us learn one by one in detail. Bacteria. Bacteria are the simplest of all microorganisms. They have cell wall, but they do not have an organized nucleus and other structures in it. They are found in large numbers everywhere, in the air, in soil, water, etc. Bacteria feed, move, respire and reproduce on their own. Some are useful and some are harmful. Useful are Lactobacillus and Rhizobium. Lactobacillus helps in making curd and Rhizobium helps in nitrogen fixation. Let us learn fungi. Fungi are non-green plants which are mostly saprophytes and some are parasites. They are made up of fine thread-like structures called as a hyphae and they need moisture and warm conditions to grow. They are examples for fungi are toadstools, puffballs, mushrooms, molds and yeast. Algae. Algae is a large group of simple plant-like organisms. They contain chlorophyll, hence they can prepare their own food. They differ from plants because they do not have proper roots, stem and leaves. They may be unicellular or multicellular. Example for unicellular are diatoms and chlamydomonas. Example for multicellular are Spirogyra and blue-green algae. Blue-green algae is having the capacity to fix the nitrogen in the soil from the atmosphere. Let us learn protozoa. Protozoa are a group of single-celled microbes which are classified as animals. They are found in ponds, lakes, rivers, dirty water drains, seawater, etc. Many protozoans are parasites and cause diseases like malaria, dysentery, etc. Examples for protozoa are Plasmodium, Trypanosoma, Amoeba, Paramecium. Viruses. Viruses are the smallest microorganisms which can be seen only under the electron microscope. They can develop only inside the cells of the host. They do not show most of the characteristics of living things. Viruses do not respire, feed, grow, excrete and move on their own. They are made up of genetic material surrounded by a protein coat. They can reproduce only inside the cells of the host. Host may be a plant cell, animal cell or a bacterium. Viruses are borderline of living and non-living organisms. Examples of viruses are HIV, COVID-19, poliovirus, rabies virus, common cold virus, etc. The viruses causes many common diseases such as common cold, influenza, etc. Bacteria are classified into mainly three groups based on their shape. They are rod-shaped bacteria, spherical-shaped and comma-shaped bacteria. The bacteria which are in the shape of rod are called bacillus. Example, Bacillus anthracis, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Spherical shaped bacteria. The bacteria which are in the shape of spherical are called as the streptococcus. Example, Streptococcus pyogenes, Streptococcus pneumoniae. Comma shaped bacteria. The bacteria which are in the shape of comma are called as the Vibrio. Example, Vibrio cholera, Vibrio volnifus.